Hey, what is good, everybody? Because I'm a Fury here, and let's talk dollars for a moment and consoles. Currently with this next gen and the scalpers and the pandemic, even though we're coming out of the heavy part of the pandemic and we pretty much almost back to normal, I would hope, they still remain very hard to get. My thing is, I want to understand this. The PlayStation 5, and this is not a knock on Sony. I don't want people to think that. I want to understand what is going on in the business aspect that the PlayStation 5 is still the fastest selling console, but Microsoft's consoles are making the most dollar right now. And I'm trying to wrap my head around this. I really don't get it. What is going on with Sony's business dealings? Does this have anything to do with production costs? Does it have anything to do with, how can we say, the reason why they are starting to put some of the games on the PC? Is it a financial issue that Sony's having? As you can see, being the fastest selling console has brought them to having the number one on the top 20, and I'm just going to show you part of that top 20, and you see Ratchet & Clank: A Rift Apart is up there as number one. I'm still shocked that Mortal Kombat 11's on the list. Resident Evil Village number 6, not surprised by that, but look at number 2. Look at number 2. Despite everything that we hear about how people trash this series, it continues to sell. And I guess that's a casual thing. Or I guess people have just come acceptant of the way that they do their microtransactions. This is what they have brainwashed people into thinking, say that this is just the normalcy of gaming. And people are like, yeah, you sound like a boomer, you from the past. I'm like, no. Let's understand. They're reusing the same assets and just putting different paint jobs and making minor tweaks to Call of Duty. They're not spending a lot of money to make Call of Duty, god damn it. Just like Madden. They're not spending a lot of money on that. And they still charging you top dollar for minimal to no change. Glitches. But yeah, this is the list. Back on subject here. Ratchet & Clank, you're gonna see, is number one on the list, which means being the fastest selling is bringing in a lot of dollar sales for the software. Now, will we sit back and watch the software do its work as it comes out? This is what is going to happen, it seems like, with PlayStation 5. But as for now, how much of a massive L are they taking? How much do these things really cost to make? And will it affect the future of console pricing? Of game pricing. Hence the reason why Sony's pushing this $70 agenda. Think about that, if you haven't thought about it. Because look at Series S and X. In the month of June, $401 million. Around that level that it's up of dollars that they've made. And that's higher than PlayStation 5, despite PlayStation 5 selling more. So, you tell me. But let's see if the software makes its mark down the line, which we know it will. Once they start bringing out the hits, they can sit back and they can recoup that money as normal. That seems to be the ebb and flow with it. But I know I made this video asking a question, but I'm asking basically, let me reiterate myself, just how much of an L they are taking to make these consoles. And this is a pertinent question because people can say, hey, well, all of them take a loss on it. It's how much of a loss we trying to get down to the nitty gritty and find out about. Okay? Because this can affect our future. The more advanced we want our consoles, the more they can push this agenda on us and say that the games are going to cost this amount of money per copy. And no one is immune to this, not even Microsoft. That might mess with their Game Pass prices in the future. And Nintendo definitely, even though they out of touch with everything. So this is what I'm worried about. Because if Sony is selling so many consoles and they're not making a higher dollar profit than Microsoft. What are they gonna do more than just hike the game up to $70? They got the potential to do a lot more than that. Remember years ago they said that microtransactions aren't off the table. So I'm fearful of that. This isn't no, oh, I'm a fanboy of this or that. No, I'm fearful of how much money I'm going to have to spend because of something I truly didn't ask for. I'd rather you charge me an adequate amount, and you still bring me software that's not going to keep climbing in price. And when I say adequate amount, I'm talking about for a console. I think $500 is a sweet spot. You know, given the fact that years ago, the very much more low-powered Xbox One is selling for what the Series was selling for what the Series X, which is vastly more powerful. They selling for the same amount right now. So it's interesting to me. It is. So I know that Sony's gonna sell a lot of software. It's a given. Think about this, guys. I want you all to think about it. If the production costs go up higher and higher because of fans' demands and graphics, this, that, and the fourth, how much money do you expect to pay for these games? Would you pay up front for a console that costs a lot? Or you want an affordable console with higher software prices? You want a higher hardware up front with a more affordable, stable pricing on software? Do you want a cheaper hardware and they make it up on the software? You let me know. And one more thing, I want to talk about the whole Steam Deck and the different models of that. This might be what gets me truly into PC gaming. I've been going and I've been trying to build a PC, and then the parts didn't work. I sent them back and I just got discouraged about the whole thing. And now I can get a Steam account and I can buy games and I can have something I can dock to a monitor, and I can buy the most high-end part of it, and this might be it right here. And I've noticed that by listening to a lot of pro Nintendo fanboys on YouTube, a lot of them are mad about this, saying it's too expensive. And I'm like, you're a Nintendo fanboy and you're talking about something that's too expensive. You pay for the same games over and over and over and over and motherfucking over again, and you're complaining about the price of the Steam Deck. No, you just don't like competition. But you pretty much are still a glutton for punishment, which is a mindfuck on its own. But we can get into that later. Anyway, y'all, because I'm a Fury, I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.